Def fluid injector number 2. We're going to remove this and replace it. However, the removal cleaning process will be about the same. Now this is our feed line here, these are coolant lines, and then this is the electrical connector down in there. So if you're going to just remove this to clean, you do want to replace the clamp as well as the gasket. At the same time, it is a one-time use, but we're going to go ahead and pull this off. It is suggested to drain the coolant a little bit for this system, but I'm just going to let it drip down. This is the clamp. I'll show you how to install that, and here's our gasket. This is the def injector. We got the new gasket is already installed on the def injector. To release, push down, and then pull. Oh, you can see I secured the line up here so it's out of my way. Here's the def injector here. Closer look, we can see down in there. See if there's any buildup on there. We'll roll this and we'll check. We do see buildup right there on that def injector. We're going to go ahead and swap this out right now. I do want to note that this can all be cleaned off with distilled water, and that there is a little lock right there, so it can only be installed in one place. Make sure that's fully secure. And we're going to get into details on how to clamp this in properly in a moment. To limit the coolant spillage, I'm going to go ahead and do these first. Alright, so now we'll work on the connector itself. We'll pop this off. We're going to set this over here. Being careful not to damage it. Alright, the connector popped off. Slide the lock back. Alright, this is the important part. When you install this, all you need to do is just pull this over like that, and it'll latch in. So don't make it more difficult than it needs to. You just slip it on. You can see the grooves here, the 2 grooves, and then the single groove. You make sure the sealing surface here is perfectly clean. We do have it in great shape. I'm going to wipe it down one more time though. Then we set that in place, and then we just clamp this on. Setting the clamp over, finding the grooves. Now this will get tightened to 71 inch-pounds. Route the connector down.